Hello, this is journal entry number 5. Today is September 2nd, 6:51 p.m. I haven't got much views on my YouTube channel, but this is expected. It's just the beginning, of my journey, and it's mainly for myself anyways to reflect back and kind of see how much I've advanced and how much I grow in this program. Um, Lately, I've been working on a lot of things. Sobriety, one thing, drinking less, um, definitely focusing on a lot of decision making, seeking counseling as well, mentorship. I finished off my first week of official full school, and so far, operating system has a lot of reading, applied linear algebra, and physics are kind of overlapping each other and talking about a lot of things that are similar, like vectors, parallelograms, and how to find distance, and definitely going back into cosine and sine, finding, derivatives and antiderivatives. So a little bit of everything, kind of. Now I'm understanding how everything has to play. So how everything relates to everything, especially in engineering. So that's really kind of like opening a third eye type of thing. Everything's kind of like making sense finally. Um, Definitely something that I'm pretty proud of, that I'm participating in workshops or attending events at school. This last one that I attended on Friday was the Late Night Pride, and was very, um, I guess, refreshing, and I guess good for the soul, because a little bit of my background. I struggled with don't ask, don't tell in the military. That was when I was 19, when I went in 2010. So there's been just a lot of stigma with the lesbian, gay communities, and even as I was transitioning out, the trans community was definitely targeted. But just talking about uh, hiding basically my sexuality in the military, and then how eventually things were evolving. So I was like, when I went in, it was, I guess, towards the end of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, but it still was something that was, in my contract, and something that I had to hide my identity, I had to hide my sexuality, because I would be punished by military law and stuff. But then towards the end, or towards the middle of my service, things were transitioning to, it's okay. It's okay to be gay. It's okay to be homosexual, and you aren't gonna be punished for it, you know. And towards the end of my service, it was about trans lives and military paying for surgeries or transitional surgery, and um, gender affirming surgeries, which I felt conflicted, because it's just, I guess, the more stigma about it. More, it was a very male dominated environment, so their opinions influenced a lot of my opinions. But I felt always neutral, like, and I always felt like it's just an injustice to all everybody in that community. It was just an injustice, and I didn't really touch this subject as much as I should have. I wish I would have been a bigger advocate in the military, but it's quite difficult, because there are repercussions towards it, and you cannot be opinionated in the military, especially if you're in and you're outranked. It's quite difficult. But back to school, and honestly, finances. It's been very tough. I'm still waiting on the scholarship money to kick in or show up in my bank account. There's a couple more steps that I didn't complete earlier in the week because the instructions of how everything was sent out, it was quite difficult to understand, or I had to reread it, or I missed something and didn't turn in some paperwork in time. And now it's Labor Day weekend, so I have to wait till next week and see and follow up. So I'm hoping I can get that situated so it can relieve me financially at least a little bit, because I'm struggling right now to pay my mortgage. And unfortunately, yeah, I'm being quite honest with these things because I just want to um, really be raw about the process. How is somebody gonna learn, or yeah, just like life happens. It's real. This is going on, and I just want to be completely honest with things that life isn't perfect. Your life isn't gonna be perfect every step of the journey that we're going through and in school. And I was pretty lucky to have such a good job and be able to afford a house and stuff. And now I'm kind of going backwards of potentially renting my home pretty soon, or putting in an Airbnb to make ends meet. So I have to kind of figure out where we're gonna go and stuff, or like what exactly we're gonna do. Fortunately, the family of my spouse has stepped up and really brought us together, and I'm really appreciative, and I've taken some things for granted as well in my life and my family. And um, the support that I'm getting from them financially has been, been humbling, and I've been grateful, and I'm just trying to keep straight, at least in the person that I am, and be true to myself, and keep myself in that path that I won't veer off into just mistakes I've made in the past. I don't want to be that person, but I know I'm strong-willed, so I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing, studying. I'm using this time of Labor Day weekend to catch up on reading. I find it very helpful to read ahead, definitely, but not only just read ahead. Just play it out loud, all the readings, and then go back and nitpick things that I really need to focus on, or if I see it in the homework assignment, try to look. Hopefully, the professors post the assignments ahead of time, because that's super helpful as well to our learning. If our professors can stay ahead of their work, but I know they're busy as well and have lives. I'm an adult too. I have responsibilities too, and I get it. But at least for myself, I would like to have it a little bit ahead of time, so I can focus on what subjects I really need to focus on, what lectures, what assignments, and really have a good understanding now that I'm in regular semester, and it's not rushed like it was this summer. It was chaotic. Kind of recovering from that mentally as well. Not trying to overdo it as well. Just finding that balance of life and school, and also really hitting hard my resume. I met up with Hugo Baca, I believe is his last name. Great guy, very knowledgeable, is ready to graduate in computer engineering as well. Met a computer engineer that has been very successful in internships, picked his brain a lot, and was able to get referred from him from my mentor, Dr. Fadi, without this program, this scholarship, giving me this mentor, giving me the knowledge of, or guiding me to other students that are in the same path that I am, and getting the input and the good, the bad, and the ugly from these internships, and the coursework, and even our computer science department. How it works, and just a little bit more of the in and outs of their experience and stuff, what they've experienced at school is quite refreshing, and really is going to set me up to work on my profile in LinkedIn, my resume, get ready for Haku, be competitive, because I'm competing with this guy as well. I still need to compete, for these internships that are. I want to go for the really big ones. I'm not afraid to fail. Definitely got to take more public speaking classes. Got to take more practice interview stuff. Work on my speech. I tend to think a lot before I speak. I'm very analytical, at least when I speak. I don't like to say the wrong thing, but I think that can be misinterpreted to maybe not knowing everything, or I don't know, just being underprepared, being not ready for um, the purpose I am doing of the interview or the job I'm applying. So I don't want to fail in that. I'm not a person that takes failure lightly. It's just a military thing and a firefighter thing as well. I've been pushed to my limits growing as a person, and I'm just trying to put all the work ethic that I've gained, and hard work that I've gone through. Now I'm transitioning into schoolwork, which is difficult, but there's resources at school that are helping. The SVO is growing as well, the Student Veteran Organization. I'm proud of it. I'm more proud of it than I was last semester. We're making veteran groups, counseling groups, just specifically privately for veterans. It's super discreet. I invite people who ever see this video on campus to continue that, and maybe in the future, we're setting up the foot tracks, and hopefully somebody can follow them and keep it going for us once I leave that position. It has helped me definitely mentally, because there's a lot of pressure. I've been mentoring as well, not a lot, but a few students that are going from computer science or asking about computer engineering and what is the difference. Definitely it's more workload. I believe it's like 60 units for computer science, since like 92 for computer engineering. So yes, we're gaining the same bachelor's degree, but the workload is completely different. Not that they're different classes, but it's required more units to complete. So I'm going in. So I've been 3 semesters already in Cal State, plus summer. I would count that 4. This is my 5th semester, and I still have, after this is so it's fall, the next spring, and then winter intersession in between, and then spring, and then another summer school. But I'll be doing an internship for sure. Probably taking 1 class in summer, and then I will be in the fall once again, and then I don't know. I need to look at my calendar because it can be very confusing. So we'll look at the year. So where are we at now? 2023. So I got October, November, December. Then we got break, January, fall. All of this until May, internship, and then another fall, and then potentially this would be my last semester here. I'll have probably full boat because this summer I won't be taking any classes. Really, I'm gonna try to take 1, maybe 2. Maybe I can take 2, 1 every summer session because it's doable. Like take a online class. It's definitely doable, but with an internship, we'll see. If it's an intense internship, then I'll probably just drop the class. I wouldn't even stress about it because Dr. Fadi said that potentially I can just finish it up the next summer, still be on the graduating path. Not a big deal. But I still have quite a way. I have all of 2024, that's a whole year. Just a couple more months in this year, and then the whole year, and then a couple more months, so a year and a half. That's a lot of schooling. That's like 3 years, for computer engineering. And I completed my associates. But it's taking me 3 years on top of my associate, so 5 years to complete schooling. It's been, spread out and stuff, but totally worth it. That's just my undergrad. I'm not even talking about pursuing my PhD. It's going to be quite overwhelming once I get into 2024, starting to apply to these PhD programs. I already have my top schools that I want to go to. If San Bernardino had it, I'd probably go there, but most likely I'll go to UCR, be number one. Number two, Cal Poly Pomona. They actually have the best program for computer engineering, but I don't really care for who's the best or whatever. It's what I make of it. I think, I've been in many places. I think like in fire and military, many units, many stations. It's what you make it. So it's what the work you put in. I've learned that, and I just believe that that's the same in any school. It's like what you make of it. That's all I really got for now. Many more events that I'm going to participate. I had a great experience at the late night. It felt good to be part of my community and finally be, out and proud. And so many years that I felt like I was in the closet, or so many years that I was confused of my identity. Just working in a very macho-dominated work industry, both in the military and in fire. It's refreshing to be with not only the younger students, but other staff, that I would never thought, were part of my community. And it was great to just talk about experiences. The director of the LGBTQ Resource Center talking about other schools' resource centers, how there's huge difference in how there's a lack of presence as well in other schools. So I'm just proud of being a San Bernardino, because we're putting in a lot of work. There's a lot of things going on, good things in the school, and I couldn't be more happier to be at Cal State San Bernardino. There has been, just some talks, maybe transferring to UCR, just for, I guess, like financial purposes, maybe. I don't know. It's all just an idea. I'm trying to figure things out, of what the best move is to make, but I'm definitely going to finish out this semester here. Sorry, just emails and stuff, checking emails. Definitely going to hit up my resume, take it to the Career Center, practice interviews, practice my pitch, try to make a good presence in the Haku. It's coming sooner. We're already in September. I don't see myself dropping any classes. I do see myself making more connections, professional connections, and trying to keep my family life more protected. I think I need to protect it more. And just continue in a good path mentally. I think that's the hardest part on top of life. So for any future PhD students, I wish you the best, and I hope you reflect on or watch my videos of things that some advice and tidbits and tips that could help. I'll probably share more of some cool stuff that I learned about applying for internships that are top secret, really, that Hugo definitely gave me the tools to definitely look into some internships that not a lot of people apply to. Other than that, I'll definitely make a video about that. Once I do actually get an internship, I think I first need to test it out, see how things work, and then if I am successful, then share that success for future students. That's all I got for today, and thank you for listening.